Welcome into this signing day edition of this Lion Vision Update with UNA baseball coach Mike Keene. The UNA baseball program added 11 signees for the 2018 roster. 6 pitchers, 5 position players. Coach, let's just talk about the total mix coming in. Pretty good portion of arms coming in, some fielders as well. Combine that with who we have coming back next year. What's the expectation level for this signing class?
You know, always coming into it, your transfers, especially your junior college transfers, you know, their expectations a little bit higher for them to make an immediate impact. And, you know, you go back to last year, how many guys made an immediate impact for us that transferred in. This year, obviously, a little bit different, but we're expecting them to do that, especially on the pitching side, since we, you know, losing the 3 seniors that we did that always had tremendous years for us with Devin Traglia, Bradley Bailey, and then Dylan Stewart. So we're going to have to replace that. So we feel that we got the pitchers and the arms, the transfers are going to be able to do that. The freshmen, you know, we feel we got some very talented freshmen, both on the mound and in position players. And I think a lot of them is, you know, getting acclimated to college life, see how well they adjust to the competition. The nice thing, the guys we brought in, kind of like we did last year, a lot of them had a lot of success, played for state championships, regional championships, along with some of our transfers. And I think that's the key, is seeing how well they can combine and see how well they compete. I know a lot of them are going to have some opportunities to play for us next year.
Let's talk about some of the junior college transfers coming in. I know you have several good arms coming in. Let's start with the transfers and kind of what you expect from this class and some of the guys coming in.
Yeah, one of the guys we did sign early, he actually was a dual guy out of Northeast Mississippi, Josh Stillman. He's a right-handed pitcher, played some third base for him. Just a very good athlete. The one thing that he didn't combining that, probably didn't pitch as much as he did his freshman year as far as getting the work in, but he's one of those guys that has a real nice loose arm. I think he's a guy that's going to get in our program, and I think you're going to really see him excel. We're just real excited about having him. He came and pitched in our tournament this fall, and obviously Coach Hancock with the recruiting and being out there and seeing him, I got a chance to see him too, and both of us really like the way his arm works, and I think he's going to be really good. Adam Mancour is another one, transfer from Columbia State. Columbia State actually was in the playoffs to go to the World Series again. Came up a little short, but obviously he's had some big game experience. Was one of their top pitchers for 2 years. So, you know, that's kind of one of your expectations when you have transfer arms coming in. You know, that's what you want to be able to junior college guys do.
And the freshmen coming in, Coach, I know you have a kid coming in from Muscle Shoals, a good mix of local guys, and even one connection from a former player of yours coming back to play for you.
Yeah, it is, and we had one more. Caleb Barnes we signed in the spring, is also another right-handed pitcher from Metawamba. Another one made the playoffs. But, yeah, the pitchers we got, you know, we signed in the early signing period. You know, we had Austin Nichols out of, you know, East Limestone County High School, had a great career for them, very good arm. You know, we're looking forward to him coming in. Jacob Laws from Loretta High School, actually they went to the state championship, pitched big in the game. He's a 6'7" left-hander. Obviously, both those two guys, one's 6'2", one's 6'7", so big impact for us. And Nicholas Cummings is actually another freshman from Davidson Academy. And, yeah, you're right, Jacob Westerhouse is his pitching coach over there, so that was where the connection came up. So, you know, those 3 high school arms right there, I think have a chance to really get in there and make an immediate impact for us.
And the position players, Coach, I know highlighted by a transfer from IMG Academy who walked on at Arizona as a true freshman, combined with the kid from Muscle Shoals. You have a pretty good solid core coming in there.
Yeah, the freshmen that we got coming in, especially position players, you know, a lot of them are from around the area. We feel real good about them. Obviously, when you get Kevin Brenning, who actually was at Arizona, transferred from Arizona, then on his way went to IMG in the spring, and we were able to get them. Coach Hancock again went down and saw him play. Reed Holman is another one from Madison Academy. Went to the state championship game. Very good player for us, very utility. He's a lot like, reminds me a lot of Davis Elliott when he came in. He can play a lot of multiple positions. You obviously got Taylor Whitley, who's from Walker High School. Played against Muscle Shoals in the playoffs, so that was one of the teams. But he's a catcher, first baseman, another big guy with some, you know, some potential at the plate. We also had with Harrison Kane, you know, he came in there obviously from Muscle Shoals High School, and then another local one, Travis Simpson, was from Florence High School, an infielder, very good speed. So a lot of local guys around the area, and hopefully we'll continue to get that local area guys, get some guys in and be able to make an immediate impact, you know, like we've had with some of our guys, you know, have been from around the infield. Basically all were freshmen. You got to consider coming back with Elliott, Sockwell, and Hubbock. So those guys are freshmen that came in and got a chance to play. So hopefully these guys will be able to do the same thing.
Coach, we are losing some key pieces from a year ago, but you look at who's coming back. First baseman Kyle Hubbock, reigning Gulf South Conference Pitcher of the Year Tyler Joyner, Davis Elliott. We could name off so many more guys, Lockett and Cooley in the outfield. So this recruiting class, they're going to play a large part in playing off the success of this year's team and turning next year into an even more successful season?
I think a lot of this is what we're going to do is getting us depth. Obviously, hopefully the guys, we've had a lot of them, they just started out in their summer programs, and a lot of them had good days coming out of the chute. So a lot of that is a leadership, obviously coming off a very good year and then a very disappointing opportunity when you didn't get in the regionals. And I think it's sometimes maybe that gives a little bit extra fuel. So hopefully we have to get everybody kind of acclimated to what we want to do, take it another step, and try to, get ourselves a championship next year. But we know in our league and our conference, as you look how it is from one year to the next year, there's no guarantees, and you can have teams that look like they're going to have great success, didn't. So we know it's going to be a challenge, but I think with the leadership and the quality guys we had coming back, I said obviously you have a lot of optimistic about the season. We did lose some key players, from last year, obviously with Drake Tucker having the year that was unexpected, but just had a great year, an all-region player. Then obviously Chris Blakey also playing, pretty much every day at second base. So not a lot of guys to fill, but I think we like the athleticism of our freshmen. We like the arms we brought in. So it's going to be a good competition, I think, this fall.
11 signees joining the UNA Lion baseball program. Be sure to visit RoarLions.com to keep up with UNA baseball.